Oh god, I swapped up the names on the scenes, so I'm a little bit like confused on what I'm supposed to click. I um I have a new scene. I have the split cam, and then like yeah, I just renamed a bunch of the other scenes. So I've been gone for a while now, and the reason for that is actually kind of lame. I Let me go through the whole timeline that results in me having pills on my desk. So um I think around like Tuesday I planned on recording an episode, and I get to work. I'm like, "Oh god, my throat kind of hurts." It already kind of hurts doing this. I probably shouldn't even be doing this. Um cuz I didn't get my voice back till Monday, and it's Wednesday. So, um I'm at work. I'm like, "Oh god, I guess I like, slept like this, just like mouth wide open. Now I have a sore throat." It's very typical. It happens to me all the time. So I go throughout the rest of the day, and then, I think it was actually like Monday when I started showing symptoms of this. Because I remember I was like taking like a cocktail of medicine. So I was taking like Dayquil and then ibuprofen. And so, and it was like sort of working, but it was making me feel really off. Like I was feeling kind of like dizzy and not all there. And then yeah, so then Tuesday, and I'm like, "Oh god, sore throat, whatever." And I wake up on Wednesday, and I feel like I feel like shit. I feel like garbage, dude. And I'm like, "Oh god." So I take my medicine cocktail, and then I feel great. We go to a coffee shop, I get a chai tea latte, which was really good cuz it was all warm and stuff. I didn't realize why something that warm was making me feel good, cuz usually like if I drink something warm I start sweating. I have a really high sensitivity to heat. So like even wearing a hoodie, it has to be like freezing temperatures for me to be wearing a hoodie. And right now it is literally 8 degrees away from freezing temperatures. So we're up there. But we're at this coffee shop. I'm wearing like I'm starting to like sweat in my outfit, but then like I drink the chai tea latte and I start feeling fine. And then I eat my little cinnamon roll that I got, and then we go shopping a little bit. I buy a Halloween costume, and then I drop her off. I drop my girlfriend off to get her nails done. Now, in that time, I walk into Target. This is like right next door, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, I feel kind of weird, kind of off. So I go to the Starbucks and I get a pink drink. I'm just kind of enjoying myself. I step into Party City for a moment. Still lame as fuck. Hasn't been cool since I was 10. Um, and then I walk back to the car. I roll down the windows. I throw on, I think like at first I was watching some like late night talk show lore, and then it devolved into me watching old Cumtown videos. So I was watching those, and I was reclined back in the seat, kind of trying to like sleep a little bit while I was waiting on her. I just start feeling like shit, dude. And I'm like starting to chug water. I'm like, "Man, what's going on?" And so then uh she gets back to the car, and we'd already determined that we were gonna go get Taco Bell. So I'm like, "All right, let me mentally prepare myself for this drive." So we get to Taco Bell, and we order, and I keep my meal kind of light. I'm not feeling very hungry. They fuck something up with the order, and I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to eat my quesadilla and I can't. I'm like eating little pieces of it. I'm feeling nauseous. I just don't feel hungry at all. And so I eventually toss it in the trash. And she refunded the order. That's why I mentioned that they fucked it up. Their fryer wasn't working, so none of the nacho fries were gonna come out. So, which I'm like, how do you not fix that earlier? It's nacho fries. So, um, so yeah, we get the nacho fries finally, and I just give them to my girlfriend. I'm like, just eat mine. So she got two large nacho fry orders to take home. She drives me home, and I take my body temperature because I have like one of the temperature guns, and it's like 99.6 or something like that. I'm like, oh my god, or no, it's 99.9. Like, oh my god, dude. Next day, like wallowing in sweat. I have a blanket over me, but I'm like not cold, but I am. I'm like violently shaking. My fever is like spiking to 99 something, dipping back down into like 97.1 and just going in between the two. And my girlfriend stops by with like a care package. It was a like blue Gatorade, a box of like mac and cheese balls, which I thought was sick. Just it's a shame I couldn't eat them at the time. I'm probably gonna eat them tomorrow. Um, and then she dropped off like it had uh like an elderberry shot in there for like immune support. It had a Reese's peanut butter cup, which I just ate like an hour ago. So I had it for like almost a whole week. It had it had two tubs of soup too. So it had broccoli cheddar, Panera soup, which was like a single serve, and then it had like a 3 serving like chicken noodle soup cup in there. It was some like homemade type of brand. Like the brand was literally called Homemade. And I think I made the soup that night. And then I wake up in the morning on Friday. That day I was supposed to have lunch with my mom. So um I tell her, I'm like, oh man, I feel like garbage. So I was meaning to do this and I kept putting it off. I kept like forgetting because that cocktail medicine that I was taking was like basically wiping my memory. I was like forgetting things. I didn't know really where I was half the time. I forgot what day of the week it was, like pretty much the whole day on Thursday. So I was basically like jumping between moments. I don't remember huge chunks of Thursday or the end of Wednesday. So my mom's like, "Well, why don't you Uber over to urgent care and I'll pay for the Uber." She's like, "I'll even pay for the medicine and the copay." I was like, "Oh, thanks. That's really nice of her." So I Uber over to urgent care, and first ever Uber I've taken, by the way, by myself. That's second Uber I've ever been in. We went in an Uber when I went to Savannah over 6 years ago. That Savannah vlog that I have on my channel. On that trip we took an Uber, and it was really weird. I was like really sketched out, and then so yeah, this was my second ever Uber, but it's the first one by myself. It was really interesting. I get in the car and it's a couple. I originally thought it was just going to be a woman, which I was already kind of stressing about. I was like, I don't want to like have to talk to her or something. I'm in a car alone with a woman. Gross. My girlfriend's watching. I have to say that. No, I'm just messing around. But it was a couple, and it was interesting. Like he was driving, she was the passenger. We greeted each other. Not a word was said after that, which I appreciated, but I didn't know that was like a default thing for people to just do. And then like we start to get there and he's like, I'm dropping off at Wendy's, right? And she's like, no, urgent care. It's like, oh shit. And I'm like, what a couple moment. But like the car was kind of older. It was like a Ford Ranger or something. I don't know. It was like a Ford Fusion or something. I wonder if I even have the notification. Yeah, it was a dark blue Ford Fusion. Oh my god, I have the license plate number. Here, let me read it out. So, yeah, it was like an older car. He kept having to like switch it between the lower gear and like drive. Kept having to swap between the two. And he was like flooring it too, and we were barely going anywhere. It's like one of those cars with that really low hum, because like maybe he's like rebuilt the engine or something, or upgraded it. But it was like, and we'd be going like 8 miles an hour. But and it also smelled like cigarettes. The seats were like a leathery, like gray material, and it just smelled like cigarettes. I'm like, what a wonderful Uber ride. So we get to urgent care, and oh yeah, I didn't even finish. So the thing that made me want to go to urgent care is because I looked in the mirror and used my flashlight. Dude, my throat. This is gonna be so gross. I'm so sorry. My throat was like peppered with white spots, and I was like, yeah, that's like textbook strep throat. And I look it up, and every picture is like a toned down version of what I had. So I get to the urgent care place and I walk in. You know, I get into the room and they're like, "So what's the problem?" And I was like, "I have strep throat. I have a fever. My throat hurts. I've looked at it. It looks like strep throat." It's like, "All right." So she swabs my throat, does the test. It comes back positive. And she then looks in there and she's like, "Oh my god." And it's just like a wall of it's just like a wall of like white spots. And she's like, "Oh my god, that looks like it hurts." I'm like, "It does. I can't eat anything." I at that point I was like starting to lose the ability to talk. I'm like, "It hurts a lot. It hurts to literally just swallow." So hold on, my throat's starting to get scratchy. I still have like a little bit of damage in there. But yeah, so they write me a prescription for amoxicillin, and I've had amoxicillin before. It was a low dose. It was a few months ago. I've talked about it in another episode where I had that horrible respiratory thing over the summer. This amoxicillin is 875 milligrams. So this is some strong shit. So yeah, man. I the doctor was like, "Buy a candy bar or something and just immediately take one." She offered me the cocktail shot of antibiotics and the pills, and I was like, "I don't know if my insurance covers that, so I'll go with the pills." But she did offer the shot, and I was like, "I don't really want a shot. I don't really want to pay for it." So I bought a Twix bar, probably the worst candy choice for strep throat because of the cookie that's inside of the candy bar. I should have gone with like a Three Musketeer or something. Any chocolate bar was going to be a bad idea, but I needed something. And so I eat like one of the Twix, and then I take the first pill, and then she also recommended I take the second pill at like midnight. So I stayed up pretty late and took the second pill. Not that I had a choice, by the way. Sleeping during this whole process was laying in bed upright, throwing on Cumtown, which is what's on in the background, and just listening to them shoot the shit, and like falling asleep, waking up an hour later, falling asleep, waking up an hour later, waking up to me like like choking on myself. I know that on a when was it, Sunday night, I like bit the fuck out of my tongue. Um, and woke myself up. And it was like the first time I had slept comfortably. And I was like, why? Why did that happen? But the amoxicillin healed my tongue up pretty fast. Like, that's the crazy part. It's just how quick it healed up my tongue. Because I don't feel it. I bit the left side. It's been 3 days. I don't feel shit. So then, oh, and I bit like a part of my lip too, and I don't feel that. So, but so that Friday, so after I get the prescription and everything, my mom comes and picks me up, and I don't have a car that works. By the way, my car's broken. So, we go to like the shopping district, and we're walking around and all that. And I'm like relatively okay. I just can't really like talk to her too much. Go to a few places. We go to a library. Then we walk into the restaurant because we're waiting on my slow ass sister. We were trying to buy time. We walk into the restaurant, and I'm like, I'll just get some wonton soup. She's like, okay. My mom orders, some sushi rolls and volcano rolls. That's what they were called. She orders some like spicy fried rice dish. I'm like, God damn it, dude! I want it so bad. I wanted the fried rice so bad. And my sister gets there. Not to freak her out, we tell her I just have like a normal sore throat, and they gave me medicine for it. And she's none the wiser. We didn't want her to be like, ew, I'm not sitting here with him. He might get me sick. And then have to try to like explain to her that I'd literally have to like across the table and it land in her mouth, or me go all over her food. Which by that point, I'm already taking the amoxicillin. It was the infectious part of that was starting to come down. So by the end of the lunch though, I start like violently shivering. I'm wearing this hoodie during that lunch. I just start like violently shaking. And I text my mom. I'm like, "Hey, I'm feeling cold and I'm like shivering really bad." So, we say bye to my sister. I get in my mom's car and we drive to the store. She goes in and gets me some like tea, some honey. I already had tea, but she got me like a specific kind of tea. She got me honey, and then she got me some water. But while she's in the store, I like cranked the heat up to max, put it on like 2, turned on the seat warmer. Dude, I have not felt so good in my life. I felt like I was in heaven. If I did that right now, I'd start sweating. I would like pass out. Dude, I was living the dream. So I get to my house and I get in here, I put the blanket on, I try to like make myself go to sleep or something. My back is all tensing up, all the muscles in my back hurt now, like they're all like tensed because of the shivering. And I like shakily pick up the temperature gun, take the temperature, and I hear the beep beep beep, which is not good, and it's red. And I look, 102.6. Or it's like 102.1, and then it went up to 102.6. And I was like, fuck. Because if you go to like 103 and above, hospital. Even 102 is like generally considered go to the hospital right now. I don't think I've ever had a fever that high. And I'm like, God damn it, what do I do? And I like throw the blanket off of me. I try to make myself as cold as possible. It's like not working. I'm just shaking violently. I keep taking the temperature. It's just holding at 102.6. Like, dude, if this continues longer than like an hour, I'm going to get like brain damage. I'm going to have to like go to an ER. I'm going to have to text my sister and be like, can you come pick me up? I need to go to the ER. Like, that's how serious it was getting. So I decide, you know what I should do? I like shakingly run to the bathroom. I get a towel, throw in the shower. I take a cold shower. I bring it up to a warm one, drop it back down to cold, bring it up to warm, and then like hot, like steaming hot. You know, kind of bask in it for a minute, and then I drop it back down to cold, and then I end it on cold pretty much. I get out, I get dressed, I use the temperature gun, 98. I basically just like dropped my body temperature doing that, and probably saved myself from an ER, from like a $300 ER visit or a $400 ER visit. Yeah, man. Um, Saturday rolls around. It's kind of just like boring because I'm eating, taking my meds in the morning, eating at night, taking my meds, trying to go to sleep. It's the same thing where I'm like sitting up, having something on the TV, doing this, and then I wake up exhausted, throat's dry. So one thing with strep throat is that you wake up with like a film over your tongue, like a gray film. One of the symptoms is literally like gray spots on your tongue, and it creates like a grayish film, and it's so gross. And it also hurts because it's dry. It's just like a really dry film. So you have to immediately start like chugging water to get it out of your mouth. And then also I have to drink the water from my throat. And then I'm, having to constantly check my temperature. I am doing a combination of like I'll take the amoxicillin once in the morning, once in the evening, while also every 6 hours taking Tylenol. I think no. Today is the first day I have not opened this bottle. Yesterday I was taking them. The day before I was taking these. They're just max strength, rapid release, Tylenol in the gel caps. And they were working like a dream, dude. Then I had the ones from like work that I was taking like before I bought the bottle. And Sunday night was probably the first night that I was able to sleep fully. Like after I bit my tongue and everything, I drank some water, took Tylenol cuz I had forgotten to, and then I went to sleep and I slept a full night. And then Monday night I slept a full night. Thank God, because that would have pissed my girlfriend off because she was over here and she would have been like, "Dude, fucking sleep or something, dude." And then yeah, last night I slept like a fucking baby and I woke up this morning, for work and felt fine. Got to work. One thing about it that I will say, I was also consistently using this, which is this is a blood pressure machine that we bought at Publix. And get a blood pressure machine. When you have a infection like that and you have a fever, you need to be checking your heart rate and your blood pressure. Actually, let me check it right now. That'd be kind of cool if I checked it while I'm recording the podcast. The thing about it is that, especially a heavy set guy like me, is that if you have a fever, your heart rate goes up and your blood pressure fluctuates. And I had to keep an eye on that because my resting heart rate while I was sick was 100 BPM. So, yeah, let me see what it is now. I need to make sure it's actually like a normal rate. The one little curl, man. I swear to God. All right. Now I have to be kind of calm, so I'm going to talk a little quieter. I have to rest my left arm. All right. Right now it's tightening around my arm. Usually my blood pressure is about 120 over 70 or 60. And we're going to find out if my heart rate's gone back to like 80 something. Which is what it normally is. Yeah. High school, my resting heart rate was around 60 something. I was actually pretty in shape. Now it's about 80. Wow, resting heart rate 74, but my blood pressure is off the charts, dude. 138 over 91. God damn, I'm about to like go into a hypertension nightmare. I'll run it again. I'll be a little bit more quiet. All right, for the most accurate results. Damn. All right, so my resting heart rate's 68. Wow. My heart rate's gotten a lot better, and then my blood pressure is 138 over 85, which it's definitely gotten worse, I guess. Kind of weird that it's gotten worse. But anyways, but yeah, when you have a fever like that, your blood pressure usually goes kind of whack. I needed to make sure I was actually not dying anymore. Yeah, get yourself a blood pressure machine. We got this after our accident because my dad's blood pressure was off the charts. They needed to make sure he wasn't going to go into like a hypertensive crisis. So I made him check his blood pressure regularly. They also gave him a breathing machine, which is kind of wild. We still have the breathing machine. I used it once. Like, we cleaned it and I used it, and I was like barely meeting the cut. That was like a big eye opener for me. Was how bad my breathing was. So here's what brings me to my ultimate conclusion about this whole ordeal. So my last episode was 2 weeks ago, and it was about the Israeli-Palestinian war. And by war, I mean the Israeli genocide of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip and in the West Bank. And I think that they sent their boys. They sent the IDF after me. Somebody in Israel came and dropped a little piece of strep throat into my food, and I got strep throat because of it. Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if I got strep throat from that? Somebody in the IDF saw my podcast episode. So I think that, yeah, the last thing I came out with was 9 days ago. I did a variety gaming stream for 2.5 hours. And that would have been like right before I got sick. The 22nd. Yeah, about a couple days before I got sick. But it's been too long. I meant to do an episode last week. And yeah, I just never got to because of the strep. My throat was already killing me at that point. But I wanted to mention a couple of YouTube things. So yeah, the stream that I did was super fun. Because I had Darren in the chat, hyping me up. You know. Yeah, you know, we had, like, I was playing GTA, I went gambling. Oh yeah, I forgot I blew up this guy's car because I'm a dick. Yeah, you know, I went and played blackjack and I fucking popped off. Here, let's see me playing blackjack. Dude, I popped off. Here, let me mute my thing over here. Okay.
21. 20.
Let's go! This is why you gamble. Fuck yeah.
Good.
Let's go, dude. So yeah, it was super fun. I'll probably do another stream like it, just because I like, I wanted to do a GTA gambling stream a long time ago, so I thought it would just be funny. But yeah, and you know, I also played some Apex at the beginning of the stream. Which this is really interesting footage, because this is the old season now. Look at me like barely killing people. This is now the outdated season, because there's a new season out. So look at this map while you can. So yeah, I had a fun time. You know. Another thing I did in this stream was spend way too long trying to figure out how to fly this jet. Which is pretty funny. Like, this is me finally figuring out how to fly it. And I have to use a controller on stream too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And another thing I wanted to mention was a friend of mine does some gaming streams. He uploads some gaming videos. He's live on Twitch and he does YouTube videos. He also makes music. I'm going to give him a little shout out here. Here, let's see. His name is Wesley Rose. He's on my my friends section of my channel. And yeah, he makes a lot of good videos. He's making Phasmophobia videos recently with his wife. You know, he's pretty funny.
Is this what we're gonna be hearing? Like, well, I'm just gonna scooch away from you so I don't have to hear it. There we go. We're just gonna hear that off in the distance. It's gonna be a hunt, and we're just gonna be hearing him auto-tuned in the distance.
I'm dying in the corner.
Wow, this is gonna be good.
So yeah, he makes some funny stuff. You should go watch. It's pretty good. So, and yeah, I'll link him. Wow, he got the @ for Wesley Rose. That's pretty sick. So yeah, you know, I'll probably link him in the description. I believe he also streams on Twitch. I'm not sure if he still does. I know the Phasmophobia ones were recorded, so he might just be recording gameplay, but I can't be too sure. And then, yeah, I think that's all I had to shout out. Let's see. I mean, you know, I had my medical crisis. I had some people I wanted to shout out. That was about 30 minutes. We're never going to beat the Israel topic where I was able to talk about that for like the full 50 minutes. That's the first time I've stayed on a solid topic for the whole episode. Even the hurricane episode, I wasn't able to stay on topic completely. Aw, damn. I thought I had ads blocked on this. Yeah, I have them blocked. Stop it. I was just checking out like what's going on the Weather Channel. Oh, they're literally just airing stuff about a guy driving a truck. Yeah, you know, I didn't have many topics. You would think like being gone for 2 weeks would bring me a mini topic, but not really. Let's see. Thought I had something in my bookmarks to show. I don't think I do. One thing I will say, like all those videos from like CCTV idiots or wild content or like crazy videos or whatever. Yeah, crazy clips. I hate hitting the like button on those, but I want to save them in some way, so I just bookmark them. I hate hitting the like button on these accounts. Cause it's just like the most dog shit repost content. But some of the videos are so funny. Or just like interesting where I might want to like show somebody later. A lot of them are rage bait. You know? Like I've noticed a lot of them are literally just like, bro, that girl did not have to expose her boyfriend's tiny 2-inch penis like that. Let me expose this video to the whole world. Let me show off his 2-inch tiny penis to the whole world. So fucked up that she recorded this. Guys, watch this video about this guy with a tiny dick. And you have like incel125 verified in the comments or in the replies being like, bro, this is why women suck, and this is why I suck dick and penis and put it in my butt. Cause this is what women do. That's literally what it is. It's the formula on Twitter now. It's, oh, you're like a big verified page. Dude, is it not literally just a rehash of Dory? I just made that connection. Or like that one account that had like a Disney princess profile picture and it was like girly things or whatever. Oh my god. I just made that connection because no one fucking remembers Dory. This would have been like 7 years ago. That's when Dory would have been like a known topic on Twitter. Dory used to take, it was an account called Dory with the, you know, the character Dory from Finding Nemo as the profile picture. And they were literally an account that would take like viral videos and tweet them, kind of like Daquan on Instagram. They would take like the most like normie viral videos that everyone has seen probably, and they would just repost them and just gather the likes up. And I think they ended up like getting in trouble because they were just like basically like a repost trash account. And I think like a lot of copyright holders were probably starting to come after them because the account just like disappeared one day. Unless it's still up, I have not seen Dory in years. It's been easily 5 years since I've seen the Dory account. But yeah, Dory was an old school version of these accounts where like all these accounts are just taking viral moments and reposting them. There's a couple of those accounts that are kind of neat. There's one that's like disturbing stuff. Let me look. I gotta look because this one I actually do kind of like. Let me find him. It's like unsettling stuff or whatever. Morbid knowledge. That's what it is. Like this. It's this woman who like it was a parachutist. Like look at this.
3, 2,
Yeah, and her parachute fails. Like, I like these accounts, but I'm
Poor woman.
I'm torn on all the other ones. Because all the other ones just post, like, bullshit, you know?
Dude, she's got problems, man. Dude, she's got big chewing in. Oh my god.
Yeah, then you can, like, hear her hit the ground. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, Morbid Full. I hope I can, like, free scroll on this. Anne Frank photographed with her sister. Like, I can't really, like, verify a lot of these if they're actually true. On the beach with her sister in 1940. Yeah, so 5 years prior to her death. Damn. Only a few weeks before British troops liberated the camp. Jesus Christ. I wonder how they found this photo. I guess it would have been with all of the other belongings in the house, like with her journal and everything. Died of a heart attack. After waking up and realizing she was at her own funeral. Whoa. My God. No, that's fucked. Dude. Yeah, this account's pretty interesting. What's that? They kicked their ball into a pile of rocks. One of the kids climbed up to get the ball. He made a shocking discovery. Under a large boulder, he found the body of a man. Upon closer examination, the man appeared to be holding a chicken with his pants pulled down. Had stolen a chicken from a nearby farm. It's speculated that he was engaging in inappropriate behavior with the chicken. His movements accidentally dislodged the boulder, leading to his instant death. Wow. That's cool.
50 Cent.
Guy shot himself in the leg, giving a gun safety lecture.
Okay, I'm the only one in this room professional enough that I know of to carry this Glock 40. I'm the only one. No, is everybody all right?
Moron, dude. When does he realize that his leg was shot?
Yeah, AD. This is a
Awesome. That's what I'm saying. This account's actually kind of nice. Because it's, like, interesting shit. Of course, I can't, like, confirm. But, you know. Whoa, the earliest known instance of murder? Interesting. So, yeah, that's, like, one of the few accounts I like that are verified on Twitter. There's a lot of other accounts that I think suck ass that are verified on there. I know there was one that I followed for a while that was like all fight clips. That one I actually kind of liked. And I've noticed lately a lot of them are getting community noted. I'm in the community notes program for some reason. And yeah, it'll be like rate proposed notes. Not a lot of people will actually be able to tell that there's notes on there. You know, to them it's like, oh, it's just like a normal tweet. To me, there'll be like a tab where it says rate proposed notes, and it'll have just like a list of like bullshit community notes. It's so stupid. Let me see if I can find one as an example. I think I can show on here I think I can show that. Like this. This is another, yeah, here's a good example of a dumbass fucking community note. Let me see if I can actually find. God. Stop. Here. Yeah, so here's an example of a stupid ass community note. This guy posted a photo of the Trump Tower with like the T hanging off the tower. He's like, you know, watching it crumble in real time is beautiful. Obviously, this photo is meant to be like, you know, like a funny photo. All the letters are cracked and This one's falling off. The T's falling off. Here's the proposed note. Trump Towers is not crumbling. And the photo used was ran in 2017. There's no proof it was not doctored then. Only 2 articles listed show this picture, and both are from the same source. Who needed this? Who needed this? Yeah, it's not helpful. So, like, the tab will show me notes, but the actual, like, homepage will sometimes... Yeah, like, here's this. Let's see. Like, here. There's this tweet from Comrade Lamb. Here's this. Comrade Lamb tweeted, and like normally this tweet wouldn't even show. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, look. Normally this tweet wouldn't even show the community note thing. But on my end it does. And here are the community note. Let's see, this clip is deceptively cut to make it appear as though Destiny blah 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 blah. And then no note needed. This clip seriously cuts out context. All that stuff. Oh, I can show notes that are not. Yeah. Why is that one not rated helpful? Wow. I've watched this clip, by the way. That clip is very justified being up. Cause like this clip is very in context. He literally, you cannot add any more context to that clip. But yeah. But anywho, I figured I'd talk about the community notes a little bit, because, you know, the community notes I feel like is not a very talked about thing. It's not like a very well-known thing of how community notes works. Here's what I mean, yeah. Crazy clips. Posting fucking, like, viral clips. I saw this video, like, 5 years ago. I think that's a good return episode. My throat's starting to feel a little scratchy now, so I think I'm going to call it here a little early. Maybe in the future we'll hear from our split cam, our correspondent in the field. He's very camera shy. He doesn't know what to say. We also didn't give him a mic. So maybe in the future I'll be able to use the split cam for like, you know, guest episodes or something. I want to bring my friend John on. And I'll probably be able to bring like other people on too. I want to bring on Steven at some point. Maybe I can bring on Wesley at some point. But yeah. All right, that's the whole episode, and I'll probably be back next week. I don't know though. Next week's a really busy week, so we'll see. All right, bye bye.